I honestly don't know why I get so worried about these games. Hello everybody and welcome back to Very Biased Opinions. It's another review of another Oxford United game. Today the U's took on Rochdale at home. Both sides are in fantastic form going into this one. We all know about Oxford's great run that they're on. But Rochdale are not to be underestimated. They have won 3 games in a row. Very good solid side who've bounced back after a terrible September. Mark Sykes kept his place in the side and I was a little surprised by that. I didn't think he was great against Rotherham. I thought maybe Shandon Baptiste could have come in and started this one. Dickey came back in for Elliot Moore after suspension and Mackie replaced Taylor up front. Not much of a surprise there. Carl Robinson's been flipping these two all season. Good news for Oxford United, not so good for Rochdale, was Ian Henderson was not past fit to play, so he was only on the bench. I always consider him to be the main man for Rochdale. He seems to be your leading goal scorer year after year after year. It was certainly good news from our point of view that he wasn't starting. So as I said before the game, and in our review of League One predictions, I was a little worried about this one, but why do I not back my boys more consistently? Well, that's experience telling me that somewhere around the line, Oxford United are going to stuff up. But it wasn't on this day, folks, because Oxford United won this game 3-0. And what a dominating display it was for Oxford United. It was certainly everything that went perfect for us, everything went terrible for Rochdale today. It didn't start great for Oxford. The first 10 minutes or so, Rochdale was certainly in the ascendancy. It took us a while to get going. Maybe it was the weather playing havoc with us. But once we did get started, we really started to dominate this game. And we scored our first goal on the 20th minute. And if you can believe it, it was from a corner. Oh my God! I know, it's as rare as hen's teeth for Oxford to score a goal from a corner. It was Josh Ruffles who got there. It was actually a very well worked goal. A deep corner in. Goran won the initial header and Ruffles tucked it in from about 2 or 3 yards, maybe a bit further out, 3 or 4 yards. But if you go back and watch it, watch his run. He makes a really good run into the box that makes this goal. He certainly gambles. It's one from the training ground. But it's all about Ruffles' movement that makes sure he's in the right place at the right time for an easy finish. 7 minutes later, Oxford went 2-0 up. And it was one of our lead scorers, Tariq Fosu, who got the second goal. His 8th of the season now. A good move by Oxford. The ball came to Brannigan in the box. He hit the bar from about 10 yards out. It came out to Fosu. And this was no easy finish, but he tucked in the rebound. A fine volley into the bottom corner, and United are sailing. Mackie really should have made it 3-0 to Oxford on about 37th minute. A good header by him, but a great save, or a good couple of saves actually by the goalkeeper Lynch for Rochdale. But then things did get even worse for the Dale on the 40th minute when Aaron Wilbraham receives a straight red card for a foul on Fosu. It's one of those ones where he's just dived in, studs up. I don't think he's meant to hurt him. It's just, that's the laws of the game now these days. And you have to say, on a day like today where the weather was so terrible, on a slippy pitch, you're just asking for trouble making challenges like that, and it was a poor decision, and the referee's given him a decision to make, and he's given you a red card. 2-0 up at the break, Rochdale down to 10 men. What can go wrong for Oxford? Well, absolutely nothing as it turns out. Second half, not a lot really happened. You never really got that resurgence from Rochdale, but it was always going to be tough for them being down to 10 men. It looked much more like Oxford who were going to add to their goal tally, and it was only a combination of poor finishing and superb goalkeeping by Lynch that kept the score down. Ian Henderson did come off the bench and he did score, but it was ruled out for offside, and that could have made the game a little bit interesting, but it would have not really been justified. Oxford thoroughly deserved this one, and they rounded it off on the 86th minute by making it 3-0. Sam Long with the goal. I'm not sure if that's his first goal for the club. He's probably got a couple more down the line, but I don't remember too many goals from Sam Long. He came on and replaced Cadden in the second half. There was a free kick and a shot came in and the goalkeeper could only parry it out to Long and he tucked it in from close range. 3-0 to Oxford. Another great, fantastic win at Fortress Kassam. That just sounds wrong. As I keep saying week after week, enjoy it, Oxford fans. This run is absolutely superb. We're way up in the promotion chases now, firmly in the playoffs. I think only 5 points behind the top spot in the league. A brilliant, brilliant run. Well done to the players. Well done to Carl Robinson. You deserve loads of plaudits. And God knows we give you enough shit when things are going wrong. That was the first part of our big week done. The second part, we move on to Tuesday night. A last 16 cup tie in the League Cup against Sunderland. Oh, that's going to be a good one. The crowd's going to be up for it. It's going to be packed. Make sure you're there. I'm sadly not going to be there because I'm stuck up here in Lincoln. So that'll do it for another review, another great win for Oxford. If you like this video, please give it a like, it helps us out so much, and consider subscribing to the channel. And if you do subscribe, hit that notify bell so you don't miss out on any of our videos. And that'll wrap it up, and I'll be back very soon for another review. And remember, if you're looking for detailed football analysis, you're probably in the wrong place.